Here's Goff now on second down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Goff on first down. Forced out to his left. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There he goes right side. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early return.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. On the return, it's Niall Davis. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the defensive unit now for the Buccaneers onto the field. First down, it's Goff. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. It's caught. Stills right side. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I know it's a word that we tend to overuse, but Devontae Freeman can be awfully explosive with the ball in his hands.
He showed at the beginning of last year. He had 10 touchdowns the first couple months. The Falcons themselves were red hot, then sort of went down the tubes a little bit toward the end.
Yeah, the team.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Throwing on third. Goff looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time. And it's 4th down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So on 4th down, here's the veteran Steve Weatherford to punt it away. Back deep, Rashad Green. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. No gain on the play there. Second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Again, it's Miller. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
He's got time. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Here we go now.
On 2nd and 10, gone. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now Goff on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kenny Stills, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that will go as the first touchdown pass in the career of Jared Goff. He had 43 last year at Cal, and now taking his talents to the NFL.
Yeah, and how about 96 in his career? 3 seasons at Cal Berkeley. 37 straight starts at quarterback. I know his team didn't have a winning record throughout his time there until his last season, but guess what? This kid is phenomenal. Great footwork, processes quickly, gets the ball out accurately. Look out, NFL. Here comes Jared Goff.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
He's got Evans. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Miller, the lone setback. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they cover things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And complete on the right side to Bennett. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
Miller, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And Dalton to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And no retirement here. The first catch for Steve Smith. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. It's picked off by Louis Delmas. It's his first career game, and now he has thrown his first career interception.
So let's face it, that's very simply his welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it?
Get it out of the way, right?
Get it out of the way, and he hopes it'll be the last for this game and not too many in his career.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Finding time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, Miller. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Here we go now. 319.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
They come up in an offset eye.
Now, check. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's 2nd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
I know for us it's fun. And it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, one never completed anyway.
Now gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes just to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now the return, Rashad Green. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They begin with a run by Miller. They juked him, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll run it again with Miller. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got time, and he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now it's the backup Prescott. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up second down. A second down throw for Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Prescott now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Allen alone to the right. Second down, Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. J.J. Watt there on the tackle for a loss. Of course, last year's Defensive Player of the Year.
And we love saying his name, don't we? J.J. Watt. How about all that production, too? 29 tackles for loss in 2015.
And second place only at 23. Dalton now to pass, surveying the field. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Quarterbacks love it.
Back now in Atlanta. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now Dalton. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. Like, my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. After the penalty, it's Miller. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game. So
they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And just a simple, basic neutral zone infraction here, partner.
Yeah, when you're ready to launch and go get the quarterback, sometimes you take off a bit too fast.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. Allen alone to the right. So Dalton now. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Rashad Green from 3 yards out. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower. Bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And some space here. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 66 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger-pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. Lamar Miller, the 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Lamar Miller, 75 yards. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A big play there on the catch and run.
Here we go. What? Nothing. Flex round.
Prescott now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's the Bucs signee for Baltimore, Darryl Smith. The outside linebacker drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Let's go.
Prescott now on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
3rd and long for Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And we focus on Lamar Miller as he heads back out there and gets set to go again on offense. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? What's flipped that switch?
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys on the other side of the ball, they're the NFL 2 for a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Miller, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it's Miller. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So they had to take the shot there. Obviously, that was pretty much it, their last chance.
No other play for them, right? I mean, there's no other choice. It's not like you can have some strategy move, right? Punt it away and open. No, that's what they had to do. Right now, that offensive unit, they're pretty discouraged on the sidelines. They're going to feel like they let the team down in that situation, but they were in a tough spot to begin with.
And with no timeouts now, they just need a miracle.
Yeah, an absolute miracle. If the team has the ball, just find a way to run out the clock, take care of the ball, and go home a winner.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. They will take the knee, and it means a great start to their 2016 campaign, a win here in Week 1. Well, Charles, the Atlanta Falcons' final season in the Georgia Dome. There's obviously more games to come, but they start the farewell tour with a loss.
And you know they want to go out right, okay? Winning games, winning divisions, going to the Super Bowl. They've done it before. This stadium has hosted a Super Bowl team. They'd like to do it again.